7 real cases of interdimensional travel. The Gadianton Canyon Incident. In May 1972, surprisingly, the black pavement turned to white cement when 4 girls were driving to Southern Utah University at around 10 p.m. through Gadianton Canyon Desert. Believing that they had taken a wrong turn, the girls headed back, but no desert was in sight, and suddenly 4 egg-shaped vehicles started following them. The petrified girls sped back as the white cement changed back to its normal black, leading them into the familiar desert. The girls ended up over 3 kilometers north of the highway, whereas the tire tracks were only 200 meters into the desert. Man from Torret. In 1954, a man landing at Tokyo Airport had an authentic passport of a country named Torret and insisted Andorra, a small country located between France and Spain, in the map as Torret. His passport backed up his story, containing previous customs, visa stamps, and a driver's license of a mysterious country, and a checkbook from an unknown bank. He was caged in a hotel room until an official decision could be reached, but he had vanished mysteriously without a trace. Carol McElheney. In 2006, when Carol McElheney, driving back to her home in San Bernardino, decided to stop in her hometown of Riverside. Although the geographical location was correct, she wasn't in the right town. In fact, she couldn't find her childhood home or other family members, and even the cemetery of her grandparents was full of overgrown weeds. When she returned for her father's funeral, her hometown had reverted back. The Beatles never broke up. A man with pseudonym James Richards was stumbled in a rabbit hole and banged himself unconscious on September 9, 2009, and after some time found himself in a room next to an unidentifiable machine with a man named Jonas who transported him to a parallel Earth. To Richards' surprise, the Beatles were still alive and creating music in the alternate dimension. He also brought back a memento cassette labeled Everyday Chemistry, composed of Beatles songs never released in our dimension. Pedro Oliva Ramirez. Ramirez claimed that he was driving from Seville, Spain to the town of Alcalá de Guadalajara on November 9, 1986 at around 11 p.m. He had a sensation of a voice telling that he had teleported to another dimension, and shockingly found himself on an unfamiliar 6-lane highway, accompanied by foreign structures. After about an hour when backtracked, he could not locate the strange structures or even the highway. Markawasi Stone Forest. A lady camping with friends suddenly saw a torchlit stone cabin filled with dancing revelers in 17th century attire in the Markawasi forest. She felt an otherworldly pull toward the cabin, but was yanked away by a friend before she could fully enter, and the exposed side of her body gets paralyzed, which was believed to be the result of a dimensional shift caused by the doorway of Markawasi that the lady may have crossed unknowingly. Lorena Garcia. In July 2008, Lorena Garcia woke up like an ordinary day, but found some peculiar circumstances, as her dress was different from what she wore last night. And when she reached her office, her department wasn't in its usual location on its usual floor. She returned home and found the man from whom she had separated 6 months before acted like the separation had never taken place, and her new lover was nowhere to be found. Unfortunately, the interdimensional traveler Garcia was never able to return to her universe.
So, this was all about our list of
7 real cases of interdimensional travel.
What do you think about our list?
Don't forget to follow our channel.
Thanks for watching.